Daddy ist zurück! Wow, mit der nächsten Folge South of the Circle. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß. So, also ich glaube kaum, dass auf der Antarktis so ein Park ist. Es wird wohl jetzt mit seinen Erinnerungen etwas verschmelzen hier. Ja, die Maus im Bild.
It's so much better at night, don't you think?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I
Oh,
saw
jetzt
them
kam mir
setting
gerade
up
ein
this
kleiner
afternoon.
Anruf
It was all
dazwischen.
chaos and scaffolding, but now it's more, oh, I don't know, exciting, I suppose. Not just all that. This.
This.
You realize this is a big occasion, don't you? It's the first time you've taken me out, Dr. Hamilton.
No.
At night, in public. Not working, not hiding a wee anywhere. We're out courting.
Cuddly toy?
Oh, you know me so well. Go on then, boys and their toys.
Watch this.
Good grief, what are you doing?
As you said, courting.
Are you now?
10 shots, sir. There you go. Knock down all the cans, the bear's yours. Or more likely yours. No.
I think this one's more for him.
Not many men can do what I'm about to do.
And you have good aim, do you? My knight in shining armor.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Well, I always thought I'd be good in the army.
If only books hadn't gotten in the way. Go on then, prove yourself, army man. Well now, maybe I had you all wrong. But you really don't need to prove...
That's it, my lad. Only another 5 of them.
Was ist denn jetzt los?
We'll make a soldier of you yet, Pete, my boy.
Ah, mit seinem Vater. Schießübungen, ne?
Now, what's he up to, cheeky little bugger? Spoiling our game. Go on, see if you can get him. Ah! You missed him.
That's enough, I think.
What's the matter, Peter?
I'm fine.
Wen hatte ich verfehlt? War da irgendein Tier im Hintergrund oder so?
Clara?
Bullseye. Oh, ich kann mich ja bewegen. Entschuldigung. Jeder denkt, sagt, hey, warte, gucke, was ist los? Echt spannend, also ich bin echt gespannt, wie das hier alles ausgeht. Was ist das? Ein Bunker. Oh.
Radiation. My God, what's going on here?
ist vielleicht das auf der Karte? Ist dieses graue, gestiefelte Gebiet vielleicht? Ich weiß ja nicht. So, wo sind wir denn hier, Peter? Ich glaube, es wird Zeit, wieder unseren Kumpel anzufunken. Oh. Hier sind auch Fußspuren, nicht von da gekommen. Können ja eigentlich nur meine sein, ne? Schon der Zeit, die vergangen ist. Aber ich bin auch schon ziemlich weit gelaufen hier, du. Aber versuchen wir es doch mal hier lang. Nee, geht nicht, okay, dann gehen wir einfach den Weg, der uns scheinbar vorgeschrieben ist. Ja, da sehe ich doch eine offene, schöne Tür. Wundervolle Schaufel. Ja, ist doch... Einschalten. Sender. Da ist er.
Floyd! Floyd, are
Lloyd!
you there?
Thank God. Tell me some good news.
Oh nein.
Oh, not yet, Floyd. I'm sorry. There was barely any fuel. I've walked all this way.
Are you all right, Peter? Where are you?
At some kind of base. Not the one we're looking for.
Another base? Are there any people there?
There were lots.
Oh nein.
Funfair. Clara was there.
What the hell? Mate, are you keeping it together?
Yeah, no, there was no one. Just a mine, a radioactive symbol.
Come on. God, where the hell are we? Can you see anything else?
Ja, das ist ein Schiff.
Floyd, I can see the ship at last. Mountains, bay, ship, like we said.
You can see it? You can see the Norwegian ship?
I can see it on the far side of the water. And there's
Ja, aber das, was unser Peter sieht, muss nicht unbedingt echt sein, also...
on this side.
Okay, so that's something. Do you think you can use it to get across?
It might just kill me, but what else can I do? Except stay here.
Yeah, and that'll kill you too. You don't want to give up this close to the finish line. I'm counting on you.
We're not gonna die out here. You can count on me.
Peter, please.
Das ist gut.
Please listen to me. You know where you are now. This is the last push. You've made it this far. I know you can do it.
Heißt das auch, wir nähern uns dem Ende des Spiels?
Hello?
I'm here. I can do it. I just need to warm up.
No. If you hang around, we've got a problem, mate. There's a storm coming your way. I know because I'm in the thick of it now.
Oh.
You don't want to get caught out on the water when the river hits. Look, I know you're tired, Peter. But if you don't get moving now, you'll never cross the water. Who knows when the storm will clear? You've got to leave now.
Ja, ist gut,
It's all I've got, Floyd. You know that. I'm giving it everything.
You have to. Please, Peter. I don't want to die here.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes. I'm ready.
Go on, mate. Go. Get out of there. Go on.
Los geht's, Peter.
Peter, good to see you at last. You look well.
We were just talking about you, old chap.
Here, you got the first round in to celebrate.
Und was zelebrieren wir denn?
Celebrate? Heard the paper's going shockingly well at last.
No need to be too shocked.
John, your eminent professor, mentioned it. Gather you showed him an early copy.
Word spreads when something's good, that's all.
Never seen the man so delighted. So, I propose a toast. To Peter.
To Peter.
To me?
May this be one foot inside the club. So all in all, I hear it's been a very productive summer. Got everything you wanted in Scotland.
It's an inspiring place, yes. Very beautiful.
Oh, she is. She is.
What are you talking about?
My hands are clean. I just mentioned Clara.
That was it. Clara, good man, Peter. Like I said, inspiration.
Sorry, shouldn't I have said anything?
I'd rather it was kept quiet. I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea, that's all. Clara's been helping with the readings and...
Helping? Well, bit of note-taking here and there, filing.
That kind of thing. A lot of writing, too.
Oh, I thought it was more, assisting than writing.
Clara's far too clever for just note-taking. I didn't mean to give you that impression.
Oh, I see. So wouldn't that make it a joint paper?
Sam, I think we all know that Peter is the real professor in waiting here. I think he knows better than anyone how much he put into it and who wrote what. Isn't that right, Peter?
Of course.
And he's well aware his chances of promotion would be considerably lower if he'd only done half the work in collaboration.
Peter.
Oh. No, I didn't know that.
Fine.
Ihr habt das zusammengeschrieben. Was soll das?
Collaboration isn't a bad thing.
Also.
Yeah,
Ja.
I agree.
Unless, of course, you're that girl Molly, collaborating with the communists.
I think the word you're looking for is collusion.
Well, didn't work out too well for her either way. Shame, really. I'd have happily colluded with her.
Joe.
Ah, you're right. You're right. Too complicated. I prefer things with fewer strings attached. Having the KGB and MI5 watching through the curtains, that would really put me off.
She did make herself rather visible. Has anyone heard from her since?
Well, she hasn't come back for the start of term yet, apparently. Beyond that, who knows? The vanishing lecturer.
Someone must know something.
You're not worried, are you? You've got no secrets to hide?
Not anymore, thanks to Sam.
Sorry, old chap. It's all water under the bridge. New term, things will have settled down. Fresh start and all that.
My thoughts exactly. New term, new students. Speaking of which, what do you think of those two
Und
over
man hat
there?
da nur ich das Gefühl, dass es irgendwie unangenehm ist, mit diesem
Very
Joel
nice
zu reden.
Very nice.
Hold this, will you?
Are you leaving us?
Don't be so possessive, Peter. What are you, the wife? It's like you said, Sam. Never too late for a fresh start. I meant what I said. Hearty congratulations on the paper. You always had that passion, much more than the rest of us. And this sounds like that old conundrum, women or work. Just don't forget your years of struggle. Don't miss this opportunity now. Wouldn't want you missing out on what you deserve.
Thank you.
Right. I'm off to get what I deserve. Don't wait up, chaps.
You're a disgrace, Joe.
Absolutely shocking.
He keeps doing that, doesn't he?
How does he keep doing it and getting away with it?
Los geht's. Wir haben einen schweren Weg vor uns.
Come on, Pete, pay attention. Head in the bloody clouds again. That's your problem. Pick up the oars and row like I told you.
Ich kann nichts
Faster than
machen.
that, son.
Ach so, das ist
I'll keep you both in time.
aus seiner Jugend.
Doing my best.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Das ist sein
afraid of.
Vater.
And try and keep your weight in the middle, too. You don't want to tip us in. What a wonderful start to the holiday that would be.
Do you want to help?
No, this is a test of your listening, son, and trying to work things out for yourself. How would you learn if I did everything for you, eh?
I didn't mean do it all, just take an oar, maybe.
Well, say I did, and you could only work one oar. Then where would we be? We'd be going round in circles. Oh, now, look, there's a strong current coming up. It's a good test, son. Now, remember what I taught you, and this won't be a problem. I keep her straight and true. Strong arms. I said strong. No, 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 no!
Trying.
That side! Harder on the port side!
Help!
Jesus, Pete, that one! Oh, come on, give it here! Give it here! Go, you get back there, I'll do it.
Naja, auf dem... Die Stürmung ist wahrscheinlich was anderes als da, wo Peter gerade ist im Stürmchen.
Maybe you're right.
Come on. And prove you can go the rest of the way. Current's not as strong now. Here you go. I have done my best, Peter. Whatever you do in life, you can't expect anyone to do things for you. My experience.
Mhm. Aber wie du es gemacht hast, war vielleicht nicht die beste
I'll
Art.
always be here to help. And there'll come a time when you've got to prove you can do something by yourself.
Ahoy! Good roll,
Clara.
Captain Hamilton.
Oh, get me away from this thing. It looks calm out there, but it's rougher than you think.
Oh, it does look nice and calm, you're right.
It's the current. Can't you see it?
It's very nasty ripples. It's practically a storm surge.
Nasty.
I think if the wind had been in another direction...
Oh, come here. Don't you know me at all by now? Come on, let's walk.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I've got used to being this relaxed. What's it going to be like getting back to college, having to smarten ourselves up?
Mhm.
I really like you like this. It's nice. Remember when we met on that train and you were so self-conscious about that suit?
Oh, I remember. Seems silly now, eh? I remember you struggling with the suitcase.
So, do you want the good news?
Klar.
Absolutely.
While you're out, I checked with the hotel and they said we could stay another night. And I thought, why not? Extend this holiday as long as we can. Extend the celebration.
Celebration?
Oh, you know, the summer of work. The fact that it's practically all done now, and perhaps we could celebrate us too.
Us? Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Mr. Absolutely Hamilton.
Oh, stop it. I don't say it like that.
You do, and that's fine.
Absolutely, sagt das oft.
Ready to go home soon?
Not in the slightest. Oh, so pretty. Oh, look at these houses. Oh, if I had found someone I could row with, perhaps I could be living here.
Ah, ist das so?
Hey, I can row.
Well, that's good, because I think I might be in love.
Oh? Me too.
Oh, those two houses up on the cliff, look. Oh, which one should we have, the red or the blue?
It's tricky. Why not both?
Oh, go on, pick one.
Okay. Blue.
My choice exactly.
Oh, Almost like I knew what you were going to say.
Ich wusste es.
Well, either house looks big enough for me. Maybe more than me one day.
Family.
Well, like I said, one day.
What about your work? Wouldn't you want to finish that first?
Well, finish work before I settle down, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I love my work. You know I do. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I don't see why it has to be one or the other. Would you give up work to have children?
I would. I really would.
No, well, I think the thing is, I wouldn't expect a man to give it all up. Not if he really loved his work. So why does the rest of the world think that we should give it all up? I keep thinking about all these bright young women I'm teaching, and I'm scared. I'm scared that despite all they've achieved, despite the fact that they're walking out into the world with a degree from Cambridge, the first thing they'll be asked is, how fast can you type?
You're probably right. It's a real waste of talent.
It really is a waste, you're right. Even the jobs they get, they're not expected to keep once they've had children. All it needs is people to stand up to it.
No, you're right. I think women have every right to state their claim.
Not a woman this time. Women have been making a stand, throwing themselves under horses since the suffragettes. We need men to start fighting for it.
You can count on me.
I hope you do make a stand. Won't become part of all that. It's not easy, you know. A lot of people are still living in the dark ages about all this. Your professor, for one, I'll bet.
Auf jeden Fall.
Oh, he's not as bad as you think.
Ach klar
I
ist das
wouldn't be
schlimm.
so sure. He doesn't know about any of this, does he?
This work?
Exactly. The work we've done. You will tell him, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll go straight to his office as soon as we're back.
You promised me that.
Promise you that.
Good.
This is good, isn't it?
Hier bin ich Peter. Rot oder blau. Hier ist auch niemand. Wir haben es über das Wasser geschafft. Wow. Dann muss die Tür so. Alles ist so verschmolzen.
Peter, marvelous to see you. Do come in. Take a seat.
Bin ich gespannt.
I have to say.
Entzückt ist er. Entzückt.
You read the final draft?
Of course, all the salient points. I must say it's very impressive.
Very kind of you.
Not at all. It's your work. I think the direction you took it gave it something of real value. Well, as I say, quite apart from the climate side of things, the method you developed to track radiation, I can see it having far-reaching implications, and not just in your own field. It's marvelous.
I'm very proud of it, yes.
First-rate piece of work, Peter. First-rate. This other name on here, Dr. Clara McKirrick, I presume we could drop that.
Drop it? Why would I do that?
Oh, well, I understand you probably had some little research assistants, but, well, we all have
Deren Arsch.
we just don't usually put the name on the front cover of the paper.
What are you suggesting?
Tell me, have you seen your friend Joseph recently, Samuel?
I have.
Doing so well in their new positions. I would dearly love to see the same for you, Peter. And more for you, in fact.
Well, thank you.
It would be so well deserved after all these years, especially after the risk I took.
risk?
A boy from a grammar
Was?
school, first in his family to make it to university, you know what I'm saying. It's been really wonderful to give you this opportunity. I would just hate you to throw it away by misattributing your own hard work, that's all, for whatever reasons you might have.
Throwing it away? What do you mean?
I mean, there is a world of possibility out there for you. Well, as I say, it really is very good, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
Aber ohne sie wär's nicht so weit gekommen, Peter. Also,
I knew a few who I thought might be interested. I thought you'd be pleased. In fact, I think you might want to prepare yourself for being the center of attention for a little while. I'm sure you would be able to cope, but I think it's perhaps not quite the sort of thing you'd like to foist on a young woman's shoulders.
Whatever it is, I'm sure Clara could handle it.
mhm.
With this name on here, there is a good chance it will cause problems.
I'm sure I could handle them.
This isn't all about you, I'm afraid. There could be problems for everyone. Clara was close with Molly Shanahan, wasn't she? The one suspected of being a communist spy.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Well, it's true. How close they were is the real question. Clara joined Molly on that anti-British protest march, I hear.
People are saying Clara's a spy now.
Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's started digging. Yet. A lot of people, very important people, believe you are either with this country or against it. Some of the benefactors of this college, for example.
Kann ich dem Spiel nicht klar sagen, was ich darüber denke? Nein. Ich habe über diese emotionalen Entscheidungen kann ich nicht genau das wiedergeben, was ich wiedergeben wollen würde. Beziehungsweise habe ich Angst, dass ich das Falsche antworte. Absolutely.
I'd hate to be the one to undermine it. The affair with this Cambridge 4 business has been bad enough. We can't change the past, Peter. But we can learn from it. Before we fool ourselves into remembering it too kindly. Now, with this name on here, and the associations one might make, you see what I'm saying?
I see. But I really think her name should stay.
Genau.
God, Peter, I am trying to make you understand something.
Nein, sie wollen mich zu etwas zwingen.
This is precisely the way the rot sets in. It's the slow knife. Members of this university were recruited to spy for the Soviet Union 10 years ago. Now members of this university are demanding we lay down our weapons. The only defense we have against the very same foreign power. What happens in 10 years' time? And what happens to the integrity of this college in 10 years? If you share your work on a whim with a girl you've taken a fancy to. And what happens 10 years after that? One cannot survive by making oneself vulnerable.
Gut, das heißt, alle Frauen sind Spione und alle Männer auf der Universität sind tolle Leute, ja? Ist das so? Also frauenfeindlicher geht's nicht mehr mit diesem Professor da.
I hope you understand
Der von seiner
how much I care
Angst
about your success.
geleitet wird.
It's so common for work to fade into obscurity after it's published. It would be a shame if yours were denied my full-throated support, especially after so many years.
Would. It would, absolutely.
I cannot make your decisions for you, Peter. By all means, publish with Clara as a co-author if you're feeling generous, but if you do, you'll have to take your chances. It would be difficult for me to bring to bear any influence I have. By way of illustration, I have an address in Whitehall to give you.
Hm?
Thank you.
Afraid I can't tell you much more now, but he's a good man.
Ach, ein Mann,
Okay.
wirklich? Hm.
And you may find there's one more reason to leave Clara out of things. I'm sure things will become clear soon.
I think you've made things very clear.
Well, let me know what you decide.
Was könnte er mir sagen?
Just knock any time. My door is always open.
So, Peter, was ist hier los? Was machen wir hier? Da wird es ausgeruht, ja? Es wird... nein. Es wird wieder Zeit, ein Funkgerät zu suchen, ja?
Hey!
Oh.
Hey! Hey!
Hey. Oh, was ist da passiert? Ist da ein Brand oder sowas?
Someone's there.
Ist aber ganz schön weit bis zur Flagge nach da oben. Na, wollen wir mal. Oh. Ich frage mich, wie viel Zeit ist jetzt schon ein Tag vergangen? Also jetzt hat er da jetzt geschlafen? Es war ja vorher dunkel, ne? Als wir angekommen sind. Ist hier nur die Fahne? Nein.
No, you can't be leaving. Hey! Over here! Come back! Hey!
Oh nein. Ah! Oh, Peter. Halt ja Arsch und gedrückt, so fest ich kann. Komm schon, Peter, nein. Und Ende. Tolles Spiel. Wach auf. So. Ich denke, wir sparen uns den Rest nochmal auf für die nächste Folge. Sonst würde die Folge vielleicht zu lang werden. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir schon am Ende sind oder nicht, wie weit das hier noch geht. Aber ich bin schon sehr gespannt, was wir von diesem Kerl erfahren, warum wir nicht mit ihr publizieren sollten. Ich habe da so meine eigenen Theorien, aber ich will da noch nichts vorab sagen. Was denkt ihr darüber nach? Schreibt es in die Kommentare. Ansonsten sehen wir uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.